What is up, guys? My name is Ben Hartwell. Thanks for checking out the channel. If it's your first time here, or even if it's not, why not? Hit that subscribe button. So this is my 2007 Fender Highway One Stratocaster. It's completely stock other than a set of bare knuckle Irish Tour pickups that I put in it, which I think sound great, but other than that, I've made no changes to the guitar. And whilst I do really like the guitar, and I think it sounds pretty good, there are a few things that I would like to change. And number one on that list is its tuning stability. This guitar just really doesn't stay in tune very well. There are a few things that could be contributing to that: the bridge, the saddles, the nut, the tuning pegs, the neck itself. There are numerous things that could cause this guitar to go out of tune, but one of the big things for me on this guitar is the tuning pegs. Not only are they really cheap, but a lot of the times you can be turning the tuning peg and it makes no change to the pitch of the string. So for that reason alone, I've got a set of Fender locking tuners, and I'm going to switch out the old stock tuners on this Fender Strat and see if just switching out those tuners can make it stay in tune a little bit better. Also, when I got the Strat, it only had 3 springs in the back for the tremolo, so I've got myself a set of 5 American Standard springs. So I'm also going to switch out the old 3-spring setup for a new 5-spring setup. But before I do any changes to the guitar, here's what it sounds like as it is. Just so you know the signal path, I'm on the clean channel of the V30. That's running into the matching Victory cab with vintage 30s in it. I'm micing with a single SM57. That's then running into the UAD Arrow, and then recording in Luna using a UAD Unison preamp. In front of the amp, I've got the Tim Pierce overdrive. I'm not actually using the overdrive side of the pedal, I'm just using the power amp side. And in the loop of the V30, I've got the HX Stomp just for a bit of reverb. So here's how the guitar sounds as it is. So there you go, that's how the guitar sounds at the moment. I think it sounds really good, that neck pickup especially. So now let's get these old tuners off and see how the locking ones make a difference. Right then, so it is the next day. Changing the tuners and the springs was a piece of cake. They were both drop-in replacements, so didn't really have to do too much. But what did take a bit of time was getting the guitar set up. And one of the reasons for that is I've also decided to change the string gauge on this guitar. For the past year or two, I've had it in E flat and I've been using 10 to 52. But I wanted to put this guitar back to E standard and go back to 10 to 46. And whilst that's not a huge jump in string gauge, it does require a bit of setup change. So after a good few hours of adjusting things and messing about with it, I've got it to a point where I'm pretty happy with it. It's not perfect, there is still a little bit of buzz, especially on the G string, but I think this is now mostly down to the quality of the bridge, which for now I'm just gonna have to live with, and I'll probably change at a later date. So, how does it sound? Well, you actually heard it in the intro song to this video. All the guitars in that track, the rhythms, the cleans, the leads, all of them were this one Strat. And I think it sounds pretty good. I don't think it's really made too much of a change to the actual sound of the guitar. If anything, it might have a touch more sustain. The notes do seem to ring a little bit better, but the overall tone of the guitar hasn't really changed too much. As for how it feels, I don't know if it's just a subconscious thing that I now know there are 5 springs in the back of the guitar, and that is making me think that the guitar feels a little bit stiffer, or if that is actually making a difference. But also because I've come down that gauge and gone back up in tuning, that is going to make it feel a little bit stiffer too. Not that the guitar feels stiff and unplayable, it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to. But anyway, here are those same playing examples from early in the video with the new setup. So I guess the question is, was this upgrade worth doing? And yeah, I think it was. It was a piece of cake to get the tuners off. The Fender locking tuners are a direct drop-in replacement for the ones that were already on there. The springs were a piece of cake to change. The only thing that took any time was getting the guitar set up again. And now that I've got these new tuners on, the tuners actually do something. Getting the guitar in tune and keeping it there is now a much easier process than it was with those old worn-out tuners. So if you've got yourself an old Strat and you're looking for a few easy mods to do, I would definitely recommend these two. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up below. If you want to watch another video on my channel, you can do it just here. And don't forget to subscribe. You can do it right there. I'll see you in the next one.